Well, this is actually probably going to be my last day at art department. I figured that I might as well do a video. When I worked at Old Tucson, I would work art department during the summers when we were down to just a couple days, or even there was a time when we had no work going on for a little while. The park was completely closed, which sucked. So we wouldn't have any shows or anything going on, and so I would just work art department, which is fun. I mean, I got to learn a whole bunch of different things. I got to work with all kinds of crazy materials and paint some amazing things, and learn how to fiberglass and all kinds of other stuff. Right now, I'm actually making the head of one of my friends, John Noble. I already made the head of the main guy who's going to be doing it, but in the show, Robbie, they get wrapped around the neck and then dragged by a car, and then their head is supposed to pop off behind a building, and then the head is supposed to roll out after the car passes by. And so we already have one for Robbie because he did family night. This is after family night. He already did that. John is also someone who might be doing this sometimes, so they need a head for him because they look very different. Robbie has long hair and a goatee, and John has shorter hair similar to mine, and a lot of freckles on his face, or as we say, face pollution all over his face. But I'm actually taking an old coworker of mine. This is Larissa. It's a girl's head, but John has a very feminine face, so we're going to be making this look more like John. I already took some fake boils off. I've cut it up a little bit just to kind of make it look a little bit more like it's been roughed up, ripped off insides kind of thing. I'm going to bloody it all up like crazy. But yeah, I'm going to make this look like John. But yeah, this is just a little bit of what I got to do during art department. Okay, so show you some progress. So what we had before with Larissa's head has now turned more into John's. Obviously the skin tone is a bit better. It doesn't look dead. You notice all the freckles and everything. That's the face pollution. John's a good friend of mine. Love John a lot. He's an awesome guy. But it's just fun to be able to make fun of him a little bit, just as a friend. So I put all the face pollution on him. That will clearly not be seen from 100 feet away or whatever from the stands. There's no way that people are going to see that, so whatever. But made his lips nice and pink, and gave him eyebrows that seem about right for him. He has that really stupid chin strap thing. I get it, because he's like me. He can't grow facial hair that well. Like I am nearly 30, and I still can't grow that good of facial hair on my top lip area, and he's like that. So he just grows the chin strap just to kind of frame his face. I totally get it, because I basically do the same thing. I never shave, because if I do, everything blends. It's ridiculous, and I look like an idiot. So and he feels the same way about himself. I found a wig that looks similar to him. It's crazy. So I'm going to have to actually give it a haircut after I hot glue it on. But it's honestly the closest thing I could find to his hair, the way that it sits and everything. So that'll be put on him. I'll give it a haircut, and then we'll add blood, and then we'll have a finished product. So I think we might be finished with John's head. Turned out decent. Looks enough like him, and again, from like 100 feet away, it'll do the job. I was having to use shop scissors in order to give him a haircut, and don't have like really detailed brushes in order to spread the blood and do like high detail. But again, from that distance, it really doesn't matter. But yeah, during the show they get a ratchet into the eye, and so they are supposed to use a blood pack and get that all bloody, and then their head gets severed off. So yeah, that's the look. That's the finished product. Good old John. So yeah, that might be one of the last projects I do in art department here at Old Tucson. It's just moving on. So at this point, I have no idea whether I'm gonna get a job at another studio doing art department stuff or whatever. I have no clue. There's so much that's up in the air. I guess that's it. So signing off. Just going to put that right in John's locker for him. He'll really love that. It's not like he scares easy or anything.